I get it.
Mbijan raganya.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. What's that? Nsila ID soto.
Sa soto. Sorry. I get it.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara Allah service o tariaka.
Mbale.
Mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe.
56 branches mola soto Gambia ja.
Ha?
Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kodo kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta même na kodi topoto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol dir fana beteata. Gambia dawda yalo nga fa kendol sotale je.
Wo moyo diat ha.
Apelenta
baraka ni na lafta nyelen kendol e bina.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Baraka.
Gamcell data, now even better. Enjoy 20% extra data on all Gamcell data bundles. Buy 20 megabytes and get extra 4 megabytes. Buy 50 megabytes and get extra 10 megabytes. Buy 100 megabytes and get extra 20 megabytes. Any amount of Gamcell data bundle you buy, you will receive 20% extra data for free. Dial *302* data amount hash or go to your Yaiborom menu and choose your data bundle now. Gamcell data, it's fast, lasts longer and very reliable. Gamcell Yaiborom.
Alright.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baloo?
Baloo? What is Baloo?
Baloo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baloo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluo, better than sending money.
For the first time in the history of the Gambia Printing Publishing Corporation proudly introduces the Baloo-matic exercise book printing machine. The machine has the capacity to print more than 20,000 books per hour. Yes, 20,000 books per hour. It also prints magazines, newspapers, calendars, flyers, normal books and all kinds of printed documents plus items at affordable prices. With the Baloo-matic printing machine, GPPC can now render high quality and non-size restricted printing service supply across the sub-region. Rush now and partner with GPPC for all your public and private printing service needs. Print with us today and you'd be offered highly professional, reliable and efficient service delivery by our team of experts. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation is here to meet all demands and is reliable at all times. For more info, contact us on 437-4493 or 437-4402. GPPC is Gambian and it's yours.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Brunch on Kerr Fatou Live. I am Lamin Cham. And this, of course, is your weekly current affairs program that takes a look back on the major stories of the week that has just ended. This week, we have the privilege of meeting again the leader of the People's Progressive Party, PPP, the party which led Gambia to independence and ran the country for a good 27 years. The leader of the party now is Alhaji Kebba Jallow, and we will definitely have this hour or so with him in a chat about the party and the way forward to the local government elections. And we also look at their relationship with the governing National People's Party of President Barrow. Now, over the last couple of days, as you must have read in the newspapers or have heard it in the news, the PPP has announced that they are sponsoring candidates of their own in the coming local government elections. This is a major break from the recent past, where the party formed a part of the Grand Coalition led by President Barrow's NPP. In the past elections, NPP and its allies moved together to contest selective seats in the parliamentary elections. This time, though, the PPP seems to be going solo, and that is why we brought in Mr. Kebba Jallow to take us through. Mr. Jallow, let's go straight to what has just happened. Your party came with a press release to say that you are going to go solo, so to speak. You're going to sponsor candidates of your own in these coming elections. Why are you even contemplating that? I mean, of course, I have to start with the fact that the NPP published recently a list indicating the wards and the regions they will contest, and of course the areas their allies, the APRC and the NRP, would contest. There was no mention of the PPP, the GPDP and others. Then suddenly we also saw a press statement from your party saying that you're going to sponsor candidates of your own. Automatically people conclude that there is something wrong in the relationship. Subsequently, the press quoted an audio, released by you in which you talk about the issues. I want us to go there. People who might have not listened to the audio. What exactly happened? Why are you going your different ways this time?
Thank you so much, Lamin. Again, as I always say, on behalf of my party, the PPP, we thank you so much for giving us the privilege and the opportunity to speak to the Gambian people and the people who really matter for this. We thank you all the time for being the venue where the information is shared globally. Okay. And we appreciate your efforts in national development.
All right. Thank you very much.
Now, going back to the topic, I think unfortunately it has happened that way. We saw in the papers that NP
one of your seats in
Banjul, yes. That's why we were, well, as a coalition, we accepted the norm that is a party-led coalition.
Yes.
And we said, we agreed, we discussed it. It was the bickering, talk. But in the end, we settled for one candidate.
Yeah. You contested. That was Banjul South.
Banjul South.
Yeah.
Despite our grievances, we showed to the president, we argued, and then we told, okay, when we say the seats in Banjul, it's 2 seats. It's not the individual, it's the seat.
Yes.
That matters, Banjul South and Banjul Central. It is not the person occupying it, it's the people that you serve.
The party.
But then, unfortunately, at that time, the NPP already filled in their candidate. So we were just left with only one. We agreed, we moved on.
Yeah.
We failed, fine. Now, this one, I think this one is even more serious. It is like an existential threat to the
PPP.
To the PPP.
How?
We either have to exist as a party by contesting or not contest, and then we are doomed. This is where we are. When we saw it, we said, you know what? We waited for about 2-3 days. We didn't hear anything from the NPP. And then we said, okay, we called up a meeting. The Central Committee met, and we decided that this time we should not be caught unawares. We met and said, okay, you know what? Let's go solo. Our partners left us out. Now let's go ahead and put up and fill up some candidates.
Did you try to get to the NPP after you read the list and you discovered that PPP was not mentioned, this time round? Did you make an effort to talk to them and ask them, why is it that we are left out? We have intention to contest so-and-so seat. Did you do that?
Yes. We were at a meeting. I personally called Sidi Njai,
the deputy spokesperson.
Yes, I called Sidi. I said, well, we have a paper in front of us and I'm at a meeting. Then we need a clarification from you, the author of the paper,
the press release,
whether this is what you wrote or whether it is something that is authentic or not. And then he asked us to put it on speaker at the meeting. The phone was on speaker, and he explained to us that I'm very sorry. He said he was very sorry. It was his fault. That's what he said. It was my fault as CD, but that's not our intention. I said, okay. I said, what happened then? He said, then go ahead. And then I said, no, we need clarification. I told CD at the meeting, I said, look, we cannot be left in the cold. We have to find ourselves, we contest or not to contest. After the conclusion of the meeting, I will come back to you. At night, he called me again. I told CD, I said, look, we have decided that we will contest the elections. We will not let this thing down. We have to contest the forthcoming elections. And then that was that. And when I explained that to him, he understood, and then since then we did not talk. But then the meeting agreed that it was confirmed by CD that the fact, what they wrote on the paper was a fact, that they agreed, his committees, there's a committee, an executive committee, they agreed to go ahead. I said, okay, we will also go ahead as the party. So this is where we stopped. Since then, I did not talk to CD.
You were quoted in the paper, supposedly to have said in an audio that the NPP did not keep their promise. When you said that, what do you mean?
Because we believe that it's a coalition of parties. It's not party owned. That's what I'm trying to say. NPP did not own any of these parties. We colluded because we believe in the same principles and the same ideas that we are there for the country. But if we are going as if the NPP own other parties, not PPP, I cannot speak for other parties, but I can speak for PPP, that NPP did not own us. In fact, we created NPP. So I don't see any reason why they can even sit down and think not about us. I don't understand that. I will never sit down in my life or my party sitting down without thinking about President Barrow. We did everything possible, humanly possible, to make sure President Barrow is where he is now.
The coalition 2016.
Exactly. So when those things happen, we said, you know what, we'll go ahead and put up candidates, and that's where we are. The rumors are circulating that we will contest, whatever. I don't want to speculate, but I know for sure, I'll confirm to you that the PPP will contest elections. And both will contest the mayoral, the chairman, and councillors.
Okay. We invited the NPP here, only to have their side of sale, and they said they will be available next week. They are not available now because they are busy in their processing, and they are yet to come with an official response to what the PPP has done. But let's go back. I mean, ever since this coalition was formed, of course, the PPP had always been in coalition with Barrow, like you said, from day one. But going to the presidential election, most people feared at the time that these parties who went into coalition with NPP might ended up being eaten up by the NPP through what political appointments or cabinet appointment or other appointments. In the long run, these small parties would be swallowed by the NPP. Is it not? Didn't you realize this could happen at the beginning?
PPP can confirm that. PPP can confirm that we have not seen ourselves in the Barrow government.
But if you say that the high committee, your first leader, leader Mohamed Njai is the high commissioner to Nigeria. He's in Abuja right now, and I'm sure he's been appointed because probably he was PPP, which recognized and worked with Barrow. Honorable James Gomez, until recently, was Minister for Fisheries. I mean, so you couldn't have said that the PPP is completely absent from the Barrow government.
Yeah, but don't forget that for Excellency Papa Njai had two hats. One PPP hat and the other one family hat. Okay. That is one. I cannot just say that he was appointed because he was PPP or is PPP.
It could have been because once the PPP, he had made declaration and the PPP made it clear they're going to back NPP. They made that clear even before the elections. And Mr. Barrow had always said that he was going to appoint his coalition partners. Even in cabinet, that's what he said before. So naturally, it's in the same spirit that when we see party leaders who supported him in appointments, we consider that he's keeping his words by appointing the political party, members of political party who supported him. So Papa Njai could have been appointed just because he is the leader of the party. I mean, I know, of course, he had a family relationship. He and Barrow effectively grew up under one roof. And that has been there before the PPP came to support him. He didn't make him anything in 2017. He didn't appoint him in 2018. He didn't appoint anything based on that family matter. So if he appointed him when he became PPP leader, one should assume that he absolutely is apportioning, giving the party the respect for supporting him. That's why he gave him the position, and not necessarily their family ties.
Yeah, but don't forget that we just had presidential elections.
Yeah.
Papa Njai was appointed well before the elections.
Yes, but then he had always made it clear that the PPP was going to support Barrow. So Barrow had no doubt that PPP was going to support him.
Well, that's the way. I would not deny the fact that Papa Njai is PPP. Up to now, I believe it's PPP.
Yes.
But if you remember when there was this campaigning, President Barrow was saying that 70%, about 70% of his government would be from the coalition.
He told me in an interview that he is going to appoint majority of his cabinet to come from his party allies. He said that.
But then look at it now.
Yeah, apparently, yes. He went in a very big way for technocrats. A lot. That surprised people, yes. He had said he's going to majority of them was gone from parties, but we've seen that he went for technocrats, which some people commended too, like the late Badara Juve was a technocrat, and everybody appreciated it.
But some of the ministers are not technocrats. Some of them, I don't want to name names.
But then
this is where I thought his coalition partners would fit in.
Yeah, he did make that promise, yes.
Exactly. This is where his coalition partners would fit in. Some of the ministries could easily be fitted in by the coalition partner. NCP, for example, PPP. And, Ahmad was there well before. He's a continuation of the old order.
Yeah, but nobody else from NPP had a cabinet appointment. From NRP got
exactly, except him.
There's only one, yes.
Yeah.
And James was there, until after the election.
That's what I'm saying. I said from the last election to date,
yes,
the promise was after the election, the cabinet was going to be by the 70% of the coalition.
What about Siaka Sonko? Is he not in the cabinet because he is because he's PPP?
No, Siaka is not PPP.
Siaka is not PPP?
No.
Okay, so he was a technocrat more. He was an
ex-serviceman. Perhaps we can say...
I thought he was...
No. Maybe before, but he's not appointed because of PPP, no.
So you mean he's not been very much associated with the PPP of...
No, he's not. He's not PPP. I am the leader of PPP.
Okay. Right.
I cannot confirm. Yeah. Papa cannot confirm. Oje cannot confirm. So naturally, he was sympathetic to PPP well before, but not now.
Not now.
No.
So he cannot be said to be
PPP
representative in the cabinet.
No.
Okay. All right. That's what many people.
No, it's not. No.
Okay. Okay. So going forward, let's talk about. You may not have PPP members may not have been appointed in cabinet after the presidential election. Yeah, you lost James Gomez, who was the only member
minister
of the
after that. Yeah.
So you lost that. You feel that at least if James was not going to go, somebody should be appointed.
That's what we thought.
That's what you expected.
PPP was exactly thinking on that line. At least one should be in the cabinet.
Okay, and all right. And that did not happen.
That did not happen.
That was a disappointment.
Yes.
So along the line, Papa Njai been appointed High Commissioner. You think that's not, or that could have been through family lines?
Well, that is 50-50. That's what I said. 50% PPP, or even 60-70% PPP, and the 30% family line. That's what I thought.
That's what you thought.
Yeah.
I said Baloo became president in 2017. He had always been related to Papa Njai, but didn't appoint him anything until he became party leader.
That's right.
So it is fair to assume that he appointed him because he knew that the PPP was going to support him, just as he had appointed members of the other parties.
But that's also another reason why we supported President Barrow. Because he was looking behind and saw us coming. That's another reason why we went in for 100% supporting. We thought exactly what we did in 2017 is going to continue. But Papa Njai was selected as an ambassador. Honestly, the party felt so happy that one of us is in the government. That the party really, and we thank President Barrow for doing that on behalf of the party and the family. That's what I thought. That's what we thought. But going forward from the last election, look at the cabinet.
You felt the PPP has been sidelined.
Yeah. And then that also brings us to the next stage, that the coalition needs to be reviewed. We cannot continue the way it is.
Why do you think it should be reviewed? Because you are PPP, there is APRC, there is GPDP, there is a host of others who backed him in the presidential election.
We need to sit down.
They are not in the cabinet. I've not heard about the ANRD, for example, of General Bojang.
Yes.
The GANU, well, at least the GANU has an ambassador job. But there are others who probably might not get cabinet appointment, but they're a little bit quiet. They didn't come out to express frustration like you did.
But then, don't forget, you are talking about no more than 5.
Yes.
Of all the coalition. Where is the other? Where are the rest? 70%. You are talking about 2% or 1%.
You mean there is only NRP and there's virtually NRP and APRC to some extent. They have the speaker position and ambassador jobs.
Yeah. And then the other thing is PPP never complained. Since election, we never complained. We accepted things as they are.
But you are now complaining.
No, we are complaining because not about the appointment. No. We don't complain about the appointment. No.
Oh, but
we are complaining because the party's position in the coalition. If we did not contest elections, that's the end of the party. It's a threat to the existence of the party. We are complaining.
But even the APRC have been given 19 councillor positions. They have not been allowed anywhere in the coalition to contest for mayorship or chairmanship, as it's got.
This is why I said we need to.
But they did not complain. They are bigger than you. They could say they are bigger than you.
They complain.
They complain?
Yeah.
Oh, not quite loudly.
No. Everybody is complaining. And let me tell you, it is not fair. NPP has only one seat. Don't forget, PPP has 1 seat. I don't know how many seats NRP has, but not 5, 6 or whatever. But NPP has only one seat.
I think APRC had 2 seats in Bundung, in Bundung and Joshua. Even in Parliament. You're talking about Parliament.
No, I'm talking about council.
Oh, council. Well, at the moment, I mean, do you mean councillors or chairpersons or mayors?
Councillors.
Oh, okay, councillors, okay.
Councillors, NPP has, if I remember, I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody can correct me.
1 at the moment.
At the moment.
Yes, that's because they did not take part in the last.
Exactly.
election.
So now we are equal. That's what I'm saying.
At the moment.
If
that
they
is
say,
word.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
if
okay.
they say that then we have one, they have one. If the seats are all 120, you know you have one already.
Yeah.
PPP has one.
Yeah.
I'm sure APRC has more, and NRP has more.
Yeah, APRC has at least a couple of years.
Exactly. No, you want to give them 20, you take 100. That's what I'm saying. I said we need to sit down after the elections. We assess our relations.
Our relations.
Yeah, because it can otherwise.
But you know, the NPP can argue that okay, all right, okay. Much as we recognize PPP as an entity, respect them as a political party, but your performance in the last assembly elections did not bring much to write home about. For example, they could have said, if we had not let them contest Banjul South, probably we would have won as NPP. So, how much do you think confidence would they have in letting you, for example, contest Kerr, where you were mayor before? If the PPP had been allowed to contest, you think you would have won?
See, this is where the anomaly comes in.
Okay.
When we went into this presidential election, we agreed among ourselves that the face of the coalition is going to be President Barrow. That time there was not like NPP. When we were campaigning, we donned our uniforms, our SO5s. We don't wear them. We went in to the campaign as one entity, one coalition.
President
Barrow. That's why when you go to Nyamina, you will not see PPP SO5. When you go to Basse, you will not see anybody from PPP. You will only see one color, and that is the NPP color. It was deliberately agreed so that we will not see, so that there will be no division among us.
Isn't that not where you have, as critics said, sold your party already?
No, we just went in to support. We just, because if you have, for example, APRC, what
I mean, that is the caveat in killing your party identity and just projecting Barrow's identity and NPP. I mean, in the coalition, that is why the coalition writers, when they did a very good homework, what they did was, I mean, they made Barrow independent because they don't want.
That's why we have one color.
Yeah,
the
that's
grey
why
color.
that they made Barrow independent so that it doesn't belong to anywhere.
Yes.
But in this case, you are party-led.
Yes.
You killed all your identities and projected the NPP identity. In the process, you killed yourself.
That's exactly
the NPP had eaten you up.
That's why I'm saying that it was deliberately done. We accepted it. We went through it. If you remember, some few minutes ago, I said we need to sit down and revisit the whole idea of this coalition, how we are going to go about it, how we are going to form. Because right now, the whole idea was to get Jame out, which we did successfully, all of us. And then after the following election, we said, okay, we are still in the same coalition. We support President Barrow. And we still support President Barrow. Let me make very clear. The PPP still support. It's our president. I was in here, but I understand OJ did very well.
Absolutely.
I understand OJ, Khalifa, and Fatou Toure. I understand they did very well.
Absolutely.
For the election of President Barrow.
Yeah.
That is one reason why we prepare to go on up to now with all the division we have now. We continue to support president. He's our president. He's the PPP president. He's the Gambian president. We support him. But for me to head a party that is going for extinction, no, I would not allow that.
And you think that by not contesting elections, you're virtually killing yourself?
Yes.
That's why you. If with or without the backing of the NPP, you will have to contest because that's where your survival lies as a political party.
No, we thought we never wanted to go up to this end. We thought after he's going to call off, we are going to sit down as a coalition and discuss. Nobody called the PPP. I don't know about other parties. Nobody called me.
No, in fact, the press release was clear. I didn't mention.
Exactly. Yeah. So I said, you know what? The way it is going, we have to take care of ourselves. Whether we win a seat or 2 or 3 or whatever, we have to be seen to be relevant. If you don't do that, as you said, they are going to eat us.
Yes, you've actually been eaten up already. Your critics said you've already been eaten up. Okay, you mentioned OJ, the Honorable James Gomez. How do they feel about this? Because are you speaking all for them, or perhaps because the NPP people believe that it is you who is, leading a rebellion? OJ and James would not do that, would not have acted like this.
Unfortunately, OJ is sick.
Yeah, OJ is sick.
He's sick.
Yeah, he's sick.
And I know James is an advisor to the party. Whatever I say here, I get it from the executive of the party.
Advised by James.
James is a member of the party. Exactly. And that's it. So I'm not sitting here alone as rebellious. No.
Okay.
I am. Let me be honest.
But then these people are the senior members. You think you speak for them?
Yes.
Share the same opinion.
Yeah. I wish I will. Maybe I can forward you some audios that we hear about PPP.
So obviously,
no PPP member is happy about what happened.
They're not happy about it.
In fact, I was sacrificed at one time. 2 times. I told President Barrow, I said, look, they want to kick me out. He said, why? I said, because they think I'm supporting you 100%. You are not supporting the party.
I see.
So for me, I was the lone voice. Lone voice, I say, few of us who are 100%
who insisted
behind.
That whatever happened, you will be behind. Barrow.
Yeah. He has not done anything wrong.
But on a personal level, how is your relationship with him? I mean, the NPP people are beginning to say that, Mr. Jallow is trying to be ungrateful after all the president had extended so many help to him, including provision of motor vehicles for your campaign, etc. On personal level, you've done a lot of things together. Are you not being ungrateful?
No, let me tell you, with President Barrow, I feel more comfortable talking to him, chatting with him. He's like any ordinary person when I see him. I feel free talking to him. We exchange ideas. He's not vindictive. He's very nice to talk to. He appreciates. He listens. He listens. He's a good listener. We have no personal problems. When I was going to the Hajj last time, he gave me money. He gave me sadaqah, I don't know how you call it. I took that. Yeah. The vehicle he gave to the party, we're still using it. But don't forget also, we had 2 vehicles that was broken because of his campaign. If he gave us 2 vehicles, 1 vehicle now, thank you. But also we used 2 of our vehicles that are now in the shop. They are not even functioning because of the campaigning for him. So I don't think that should be an issue. In fact, I would have expected that the people close to him who would advise him don't say anything negative about other people.
They actually didn't say negative, but they said you should be thankful to him because quite apart from politics, personal level, he has done a lot for you.
Personal level?
Yeah, like provision of vehicles and,
No, vehicle for the party.
Vehicle, yeah.
For the party.
vehicle you drive.
Yes, that's for the party, not for Kebba Jallow.
Not for Kebba Jallow.
No, that is one. Personal level, I hardly see President Barrow. When we are in meetings, I see him. And that's it. Okay. As I said, President Barrow is such a nice man. For me, I don't want to see him now, especially in this environment now. I don't want to see him.
Okay.
Because what would I say? It is not his making. I think he should also revisit the people who advise him about other people.
Politically.
Yeah. Because I don't know what they will say bad about me.
You had said this last year, before the presidential election. You said that, look, if we are going to remain in the coalition, we should be treated as equal partners.
That's what I repeated today.
You said it.
That's what I repeated today. Yeah. Where we are now, unfortunately, President Barrow, whether it's him or his executive, are not treating us as equal partners. And we are equal. They are not bigger than us. In the parliament, in the councils, they have 1 seat. We have 1 seat.
Yeah.
That's what we are approaching now.
Yeah.
I think that's what I said last time. I said after the elections, we need to sit down and revisit our relations. We will work with President Barrow as long as possible. He is what he brought to for me personally and for the country. I cannot pay him back. He brought peace. He is the one, and you, all of you, that there was change in the country, and I was able to come home, and many of my colleagues.
Absolutely.
We cannot pay him for that. But also, What we gave to President Barrow, he cannot pay us that. We gave him Mansaya Diala. He cannot give us that. That you cannot quantify that.
There's no enough payment.
No.
That he can pay
what we did for him, President Barrow cannot pay us.
Yeah, you mean you...
We gave him our lives. Our people died.
The destiny of the
country. A lot of things happened.
Okay.
He cannot pay us that. What he's doing now is we expect him to do even more. If you say one vehicle, that's fine. Thank you so much, President. It's new. That's what I'm driving now. But APRC has more than one vehicle.
APRC is bigger.
No. You don't. No, it's not. PPP has...
Yeah, because the trouble is that you insist that everyone should be treated equally.
Yes.
But you people are politicians.
Yes.
You always, you prioritize and put a lot of premium on numbers.
Yes.
So that is why perhaps the NPP is treating you because they base their analysis on the strength of the parties.
No, it's
the APRC, they may think, well, they may have 2 National Assembly members, maybe a dozen or so councillors, fine. But you had none. You had Central Banjul South, you were defeated there. So there's no guarantee that even if they give you a ward in your ward, Serekunda, what is the guarantee that the PPP will win that?
Okay, you'll be surprised. These elections, we are winning more than you will. You call me here one day.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is the PPP did not show its colors because we were trying to get in unison.
I see.
So that we focus seriously, 100% on President Barrow and the grey color.
And that's what damaged you.
Exactly.
Because now
that
is the caveat, that is the price you pay.
It was not supposed to be like that, but it happened.
Okay, going back, I mean, this is one of the reasons that people who admire the PPP, you people you had a lot of responsibility that you probably didn't know, or you yourself didn't appreciate the responsibility that the people have on you. You see, the PPP had been a party that was very much rooted in the minds of the Gambian people. It is you who people credit for, in fact, creating the nation state, the Gambia.
Exactly.
Sadauda Jawara is, in fact, some people Sadauda is the best president. I mean, with respect to Jammeh and Barrow, but people still believe that Sadauda is the best president we ever had. So to think that his party, would die would go into this kind of fate, would suffer this kind of fate, it's pitiful to people who admire the party. And people blame you, Kebba Jallow, maybe the likes of Omar Jallow, OJ and others, back in 2018 when you had a Congress.
From 1994 to 2001, good 7 years. Our assets taken, everything was ransacked. I think because PPP has a blessing, that's why we are surviving up to now. Everything about PPP was gone. OJ and few people.
OJ in particular.
OJ in particular, and Landing Jallow Sonko, don't forget.
Landing Jallow, the late Landing.
Yeah, and don't forget Nyong Baji, and those who died, how you call it?
But OJ was principally very, very key.
Yeah, he did. I was trying to say OJ was not alone. He had people, he had support. You had people who were behind him until the late, when the people started drawing back and leaving him alone in front. But he soldiered 22 years of handling PPP in the most difficult time of our history.
That is true.
He did very well until today. Papa Njai came in, and then I came in. So if you
but the people believe that okay, OJ might have done very well, very, very well. But when it come to a time when there was a need for everyone to be flexible and accommodate each other, OJ and people like you perhaps did not want to do that. I mean, you felt that Bakari Dabo and others had stayed away. They were all enjoying in London and other places. They didn't fight as OJ did to keep the party survive. Therefore, they have no right to be leaders of the party. I mean, OJ and you particularly, or some other people, tried very well to wrest control of the party from the Bakari Dabos, the Yaya Sises, the Kalilu Singates, because you fear probably they might go to side with other political parties, or whatever the division you may be. They are not there. I mean, how unthinkable it is to think of PPP, even the very name of PPP, without Yaya Sise, without Kalilu Singate.
Yeah, but don't forget,
and they are alive.
But don't forget, Kalilu is there.
Kalilu is alive.
No, I'm saying Kalilu is 100% PPP.
But not as he would have.
No, he said, he don't forget, he cannot move like
that. What about Yaya Sise?
Yaya Sise, no, let me tell you what happened. I was a key player.
Yeah, but isn't it not time now, given that now you mentioned that there is a threat that the party can die if you don't stand on your legs.
Yeah.
Isn't it time now for you, veteran PPP people, to come now and call each other back and try to change strategies so that you can once again revitalize the party?
Let me say it here.
Yeah.
That is on.
That is on.
Yeah. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties, but I can tell you that it's on. It's not only the Bakar Dabo party,
because people
but
think
others.
that, people think it's your division that really marginalized the strength of the party.
That is the negotiations are on.
Okay.
And with other parties, not only Bakar Dabo, but other parties. If you don't mind, let me just not disclose.
Oh yes, sure. You not need to disclose that.
On.
But people said it is now time, perhaps, for you all to forget your egos, for the sake of Sadawada and the good heritage and legacy of the party, for you to come together and begin to talk now and revitalize it. I
remember well before Sadawada died, there was a big delegation, the Bakar Dabo people, and then, I would say OJ people, but it's the same PPP.
Yeah.
Sadawada called us to his house. He said, I am telling you, the PPP, I Barako Soto, I Dua Soto. That's what Sadawada told us. He was sitting there. All of us were there. Everybody, the Bakari, OJ, all of us. He begged us to unite, to be one family. Yeah. He said, if you do that, you will regain the country.
He died and you people are split into two.
No. But
even before he died, you probably caused him a lot of stress
Don't forget. We had Congress. Yeah. I don't want to go into those.
You call it Congress.
It was a Congress. The Bakar accepted the defeat. Yes, and later he turned again. He said no. And that's a fact. All these people I mentioned, they were there. They accepted that the Congress was free. I headed that delegation. I went with Bakari all over the country. Everything was transparently done. But then there is also something, if somebody is defeated, he may say something. I don't want to go because
I understand.
I don't want to go
perfectly,
but there was a very transparent Congress. There was election. Papa Njai won.
Yeah.
Maybe we did a better job of campaigning for Papa Njai. Maybe we did a better job. Maybe the other party did not do a good job. I'm not sure.
No, what people felt was, if it was OJ, for example, your admirers told, we talked to a lot of people, and at the time they said, if it was OJ, perfect. I mean, if OJ was to contest against Bakari, fantastic. We could say, oh, look, Bakari, I mean, you might have gone vice president number 2 in the party at some point, but OJ did a perfect job. But where OJ is not contesting, your people believe that, look, there cannot be anybody who can compete with Bakari, and not especially when that side is supported by Aziz and others. They felt that Papa Njai may have very good intentions. His dad or his family or his circle of friends might have been true and true PPP, but they felt that comparing Bakari to
it's
at the time, I mean, with all due respect, I mean, Njai is a political novice compared to Bakari Dabo. They said that is where you guys killed the PPP.
No. I think I have a better perspective because I handled all those issues at the time.
Yeah.
The PPP was based on the rule of law and the Constitution.
Yeah.
If you bring anything other than the Constitution or the rule of law,
you cannot subvent that.
No. We went through everything.
Even Jawara would have agreed with whoever won from a transparent process.
Then he would accept it. Yeah. So if we say, okay, we will go to elections and then we put the Constitution in front of us, we had to abide by everything Bakari wanted. Everything that he wanted. Election would happen. Yeah, and that's election.
Since you could not come to a concession as to who will lead the party, hence the elections. And in election, there has to be a winner and loser. I can understand that. That was what happened.
Yeah, that's it. If what would have happened to negotiate,
yes,
we tried that, although it failed. The two parties
negotiations failed. Yeah.
But now, as we move on, there are prospects in place for the PPP to sit down and discuss with all, not only Bakari, but with all parties. I don't want to mention names.
I understand.
And then once that is done, I think you'll hear about
parties whose leadership you might think were either former PPP or sympathetic.
Or even not PPP.
May not even be PPP.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, most of the parties existing wherever once PPP anyway, except perhaps APRC and maybe NRP. NRP stole your flag. What are you doing about it? I said stole.
No.
You have to be fair with Ahmad Ban others, but you weren't existing
up to now.
But you have a did you work on that? Because
no, we never did. We never.
You don't talk Ahmad Ban. Say, look. I think you should now give us a flag and you take it.
Let me. When somebody called me from America 2 nights ago, he said, Kebba, take a lawyer and I'll pay. I said, what? He said, we're going to sue Ahmad Ba to get a flag.
You can negotiate.
Yeah.
You can negotiate.
No, somebody called me from America. Honestly, he said he's going to pay any amount to get it so that we can get a flag.
No, you don't need to do that. You can
he was just...
negotiate with Ahmad Ba and say, Ahmad, why can't you... even NRP is not... PPP is unique. Even after that, even because of the party called Blue, when I was growing up, I see people calling Blue call us PPP.
PPP, exactly.
PPP bio.
If you go up, it's true. If you go up country, it's all Blue PPP.
PPP bio.
Maybe the way this realignment is going, maybe Ahmad Ba can come to join PPP. Who knows?
Well, then, that will be interesting. So going forward, if barring any change of heart on the part of the NPP. Which areas do you want to contest? I've seen you've opened applications for people. What particularly, let's look at concretely, in concrete terms. Are you going to contest all the mayor and chairperson, chairman?
No, we have already settled down on about three.
Chairpersons?
Yes. Chairperson, sorry, 2.
Mayor,
mayor
of where?
KMC, we not settled about that yet.
Okay.
But Banjul is one.
You want to contest Banjul?
Oh, yes.
You think you have a...
17 less than 20,000 votes. We can...
You see, the NPP has selected Ibu5. And I'm sure, and the UDP already declared that their candidates, their incumbent office holders will be their candidates in their regions. In which case, we can safely say Rohim Malik Law is going to be the UDP candidate. Ibu Fai almost certainly going to be the NPP candidate.
Ibu is a good guy. He's a strong guy.
Who will you have put up? Who will you put them up against? Put him or her against those?
When our candidate comes up,
everybody will be surprised.
It's going to be a bombshell in the country. Sankara says bombshell.
Sankara will say bombshell. What about Kerr? You didn't consider that. You were chairman. One should have think you can still pull some strings. Right?
You look at it. I used to have afro. No more afro now.
Maybe you could pull some strings there. Are you gonna go for that?
Yeah, we are working on it.
You're working on it.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 chairpersons or mayor you want to go to. You want to contest?
No.
What about the provinces?
Yeah, provinces. That's one. And West Coast. We are thinking about that.
West Coast is a hot potato.
Yeah, that's what we want. People never go for small. Don't worry.
That's very big.
Yeah.
You want to go for it? How about councillors?
Yes, councillors. We already have identified about 12 to 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Across the country.
Across the country. See, we don't want to stretch too much.
Too much, too.
It may harm us. So we're trying to see where we are. We feel very strong, and then we'll contest those areas. If you stretch too much, it may not help
yes.
logistically and financially.
Okay. So definitely you're gonna put up candidates, at least one or two mayor or chairperson candidate would be.
Yes.
And the selection process, you said February 7th, is it?
That's the last day they should put in their applications, and then after the 7th, we will announce ours.
You will announce your candidates.
Yeah.
How ready are you for the campaign?
You know, I've been in this game all my life.
Yes, definitely.
I was 23. That was around 1977, I think, when I first contested elections.
That was at how to call it? Area council?
Area council, yeah, in Bundu.
In Bundu ward.
1977, 1982.
That was when OJ won the seat for Serekunda.
No, yeah, OJ won, yeah, exactly, 1977, exactly.
Yeah.
And I also contested that year.
Yeah.
Bundu every 4 years until the coup. I was also the council for Bundu, also the chairman of KMC.
You came to chairmanship in 1990.
1990, 1991, something like 1994. Yeah. I was also handling the two.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm not new in this game. Campaigning is not a problem. Right now the terrain has changed.
Yes, it has changed. The generation changed.
A lot of people may not know who Kebba Jallow is.
Yes, that's it.
But then you can sell the name of Chadaura,
yes,
name of the PPP, and name of OJ, and we have the branches in the country.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the beauty of PPP. What we can offer. Not many people.
Not many can. No. I just talk about your legacy. You created the nation state, the Gambia, as we know it.
And I can tell you, not many people have forgotten about us. Everything in this country started with PPP.
Absolutely.
The roads, everything you think about, the money, whatever.
Yeah.
Education system may not be the perfect, but then we started by PPP. We need to go back and educate, remind Gambians who we are. If we have chance again, the two areas that the people will concentrate on is first feed yourself.
Yes, you said it, taste it or other things. Yes.
I want to take a phrase from Yaya Jammeh. He said, eat what you grow, or grow something like that.
He said the two, vice versa. Eat what you grow and grow what you eat.
I like that.
Yes,
I like that from Yaya. That one is going to be the mantra of PPP. And we go back to land Tesito.
Yes, we go back to your Tesito. Okay, Kebba Jallow, I have nothing more. I have exhausted what I have for you. Before you leave, you want to have a parting shots with your supporters and.
Yes, I just want to say that we do not have problem with President Barrow, and we are still part of the coalition. I just want to emphasize that.
Okay.
PPP is part of the coalition. We do not have issue with President Barrow. We got a letter, not a letter, they didn't even write to us.
You saw a press statement.
That the PPP is excluded.
It did not mention, it didn't say specifically it's excluded, but it did not mention
exactly
PPP as to be.
We are coming back. Who knows next presidential?
Oh, you're talking about the next presidential. By that time, maybe you would have an even more glorified PPP. Maybe a bigger. You'll be a bigger group, or maybe you go back to your glory.
The beauty about PPP constitution is that, like I've been there all my life. If you come in today, you're equal. You can vie for any position. That's the beauty about PPP.
That's about it.
Even those who are not there now, they can come in now and contest for any position.
Yeah, because like I said, your party your party has not been known for tribalism.
No.
Your party have not been known for sectionalism.
No.
You could come, like you said, you can come today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you go to the top.
That's why we invite people who are real passionate about politics and the country. Come and join the party. It's open. And I told you the other day, I, as Kebba Jallow, as the Secretary General, I will not contest presidential. No. So it's open for everybody.
Okay, but that doesn't mean PPP will not contest. NRP said as long as Barrow is in power, they don't want to contest the presidency. But that's not the case of PPP, no?
No, for right now, where we are now, Barrow is our president until the next election. Let's see how things will turn out.
If Barrow wants to go for the next election, are you going to put up a candidate or you will...
You know, things are evolving very fast. I don't want to jump the guns.
Okay.
I honestly have good relations with President Barrow and all NPP people.
Okay.
NPP...
Maybe until now.
No, up to now. The only thing, they are so-called executive. I don't know where they got that from. I don't understand that. So-called executive. I don't understand.
Okay.
So that's the issue. They released this statement, and we countered by saying that we will go into elections.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll come. Maybe if they come, we sit down. If not, that's it.
You are going on your own.
Yeah. And I think President Baloo will understand us.
Yeah. I think so.
When we sit with President Baloo, he speaks good about PPP. Trust me. He talks very good about PPP.
He grew
and
up,
look at the good he's doing for Jawara. He did a whole lot good for President Jawara. And we truly appreciate that. And even in OJ's sick bed, he visits him, he helps a whole lot. I know a lot about that.
Yeah.
So we thank him for that. He's not an enemy. He needs to look at those so-called executives. He needs to honestly sit down with them and ask them, what's the problem? I may say President Barrow may not be aware of all these things, but I'll be happy to sit down with him, with my executive, explain the situation to him. But we will move on.
Honorable Kebba Jallow is the leader of the People's Progressive Party, the PPP. He's been telling us about recent issues in relationship between his party and the governing National People's Party. Next week, as I said, the National People's Party promised they will be here, maybe with a change of heart as far as PPP's position is concerned. Until then, this is Lamin, wishing you all had a great weekend. Goodbye for now.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating a world without borders, filled with unlimited potential to improve the lives of the people around us. Innovarex Global Health ushers in a new way of leveling the playing field with increased access to quality healthcare services delivered at your doorstep. Our qualified professionals are equipped with state-of-the-art point-of-care testing technology to conduct tests such as kidney function, liver function, electrolyte tests, body composition, hemoglobin, A1C, and many more services with the highest efficiency in delivering results. The addition to our flagship Wellness on Wheels, more fondly known as WOW Delivery Service, brings the entire clinical experience full circle. IGH has remained committed to creating the future of healthcare delivery. Gone are the days of sending loved ones outside the country for basic medical services. Innovarex Global Health offers a new peace of mind and takes pride in delivering the quality of care we all deserve.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam, In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, Takaful Fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.